Hi, today what we're doing is we are testing a leaf for starch. We're testing a variegated leaf, and that is one which has chlorophyll in some bits and not in other bits. I'll just put it there so you can see. In order to do this, we're going to need some hot water, we're going to need a tripod heating equipment, and we're going to need some iodine solution and some ethanol and some safety specs. We'll don the safety specs now. Right. Let's get this water fully boiling. Lighting on safety flame, putting it onto full roaring blue flame, and let's get that heated up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to boil this leaf of this poor draggled plant here, which maybe has seen better days. We're going to boil this in here for about 20 seconds or so. And what that will do is it's going to denature the enzymes, going to kill the leaf, and that will stop photosynthesis. What we're trying to do is see where the leaf is now. So we're going to stop all the living processes going on inside this leaf by denaturing its enzymes. Great, our water is boiling now. I'm going to turn that off here. It's hot enough, I don't need to keep it boiling. I'm just going to get the leaf under the water. There we go. And we're just counting for about 20 seconds. That's all that's needed. It's going to soften the leaf, we're going to soften the cellulose fibers in there as well as denaturing the enzymes. So I think that will do. Now importantly, we've switched off our flame because now what we want to do is submerge our leaf in boiling ethanol. Ethanol, of course, is extremely flammable, and so we don't want any naked flames near it. And we'll boil the ethanol by putting it into our water bath here. So out you come, Mr. Variegated leaf, pop you in there, and we're going to leave that in there boiling for about 2 minutes. What this is going to do is the chlorophyll doesn't dissolve in water. You know that when you boil broccoli at home, you don't get white broccoli at the end of it because the chlorophyll stays in there. It's not soluble in water. It is soluble in ethanol, and we are now going to remove the chlorophyll. That's not because we're expecting photosynthesis to carry on. It's because we're going to be doing a color test on this at the end of it, and we don't want any green pigments from the chlorophyll in place to interfere with our test. Well, our ethanol is boiling very nicely now. I'm just going to hold this under our camera here. You can see it boiling really, really well. We're going to leave that for 2 minutes and come back to it. Yeah, that is pretty much there. It's done very well. We've done our 2 minutes. We've dissolved the chlorophyll, and I'm going to hold it under the camera here so that you can see that. It's got a little bit hot in the meanwhile, so I'm going to use my tongs. And you can see there. We've dissolved the chlorophyll. It's gone off into the ethanol, and you can already see the leaf is white underneath it. Okay, we're going to pour off the ethanol. We're going to pour that actually straight back into here, and also we're going to put the leaf into there as well. The leaf, well, I'll show you first before I pour it in. It's going to come out all kind of crispy. It's rather peculiar. Out it comes. It's all kind of crispy. It's not floppy at all. Indeed, if I can probably make you hear it. Well, I'm not sure. Here we go. So we're going to drop it into here. That'll soften the leaf up. Because we need it soft, we're going to need to spread it out onto our white tile in order to look for our results. There we go. We'll leave that in there. So, on to our leaf down here. Now, we'll remind ourselves why we're doing this. We're looking to see where the starch is in this leaf. That's because the starch is indicative of photosynthesis having happened. Photosynthesis makes glucose. Glucose is polymerized and stored as starch. So the regions of the leaf where there is starch, that suggests that that's where photosynthesis has been occurring. Okay. Let's go. And we're going to put our iodine solution in it. And we're going to drizzle our iodine solution onto it. go. We'll let it we'll let the stain take for just a few seconds, and that's very beautiful. We can see that really nicely. I'll just zoom into it. Here we go. And you can see here the pattern of the starch. That's the black areas rather than the unstained orange areas. The black areas are where the starch is, and also they correspond exactly to where the chlorophyll was. And therefore this is evidence, it's not proof, but it's evidence that the chlorophyll is required to make glucose, to make starch. The chlorophyll is required for photosynthesis. Thank you.